Pisces, welcome to the Onyx Moon Tarot. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. I'm using my Archangel Raphael's deck to pull you an angel card message. There is no gender in tarot. Pisces, this is something that could have happened to you already. It could happen to you now. It could happen to you in the future. I'm pulling on the sun sign of Pisces. Check your other placements. If it does not resonate, that's okay, because this is a collective reading for Pisces. If it does, give me a thumbs up and let me know how it resonates. What do we have for you, Pisces? We have journaling. Consistently writing about your feelings and activities stirs creative ideas and builds your confidence as a writer. What do we have for What's the Tea? What's the tea? What's the tea? Dirt digging. Looking for dirt on you or vice versa. I'll tell you, some of these cards have been flying all over the place. I should just take the ones that flip, I'll tell you. Two of Swords, take off that blindfold. It's covering your eyes and your ears. You need to see and hear what is going on so you can make the decision that needs to be made. We've got an oath breaker. We've got somebody that's married that is breaking their vow. Quit sitting on the fence. Get that blindfold off. It's covering your eyes and your ears. You need to see and hear that this person is breaking their vow. You need to see it. You need to hear it. Don't be wishy-washy. Make your decision. Do what needs to happen. Get rid of what doesn't serve you so you make room for what does serve you. See, you're not making that decision. Hanging around, you don't want to make that decision. I understand it. Fear. Afraid of the unknown. At this age, how can I make that type of a change? You know, maybe he really isn't. Maybe she's really not. Well, you know what? Yeah, well, they are. The sons of bitches are. And it should be criminal. Devil energy. I'm telling you. I am telling you, somebody's out there, they are breaking their marriage vow. They are either telling someone that they're in an unhappy marriage and they're going to be leaving, not telling someone that they're married, telling someone that they're separated, telling someone that they're in an open marriage, telling their spouse everything is fine, not even going home and with a mask on, acting like there's no problem and their spouse has no idea. We've got devil energy. They're in bondage to something. Something. Lust. They are in, it's, get the blindfold off. You're looking for dirt on them. You're digging for dirt. You're looking for the smoking gun. That's what you're doing. I don't really think that you need to have a smoking gun. I think that you know. You know what's going on. You know it. I think what you need to do is you need to make that decision. And I get it. It's a hard decision, especially when you have worked. If you've been with this person for a time and you have worked and worked and worked and you're in a state that's a 50-50, why the hell do you have to sell your home and find someplace else to live? Because somebody's a fucking asshole. I get it. Why do you have to give up half of your 401k? Because somebody's a fucking asshole. I get it. I get it. And you can't go moving money around because it looks like you're moving money around. I get it. You had your heart broken, third-party situation. You're starting to heal. You know. You know. You don't need me. You know. Knight of Swords, sleepless nights. PTSD. depression, insomnia. But baby, you're the Empress. Okay? Everybody gets off. Emperor gets off of his throne to come to you. You don't get down off of your throne to go to anybody. And if this motherfucker doesn't realize that, then let him go out and dip his dick wherever he's dipping it. Because guaranteed, whatever pillow talk is going around from him to whomever, and this can be flipped, her to whoever, it's lies that they are believing to make themselves feel better about doing you dirty. Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race. Saving your money. Save your coins. Open up your own account. If you have a joint account with the both of you, open up your own. Start siphoning money into your own account. Because you can be damn sure that they are. Nine of Wands. You feel like the wounded warrior. What's next? What's the next thing that's going to come and break my heart? Four of Cups. They made you feel that you weren't good enough. You created a home and a life with this person. You built with this person. You thought that they were building with you. Yeah. They made you feel like you weren't good enough. They might not even know that you know. No apology. No apology. There's no apology. They're not taking accountability. So, when somebody doesn't take accountability, what they need is consequences. Doesn't matter if they're 30, 40, 50, 60. Doesn't matter. Stabbed you in the back with 10 swords. The person that's supposed to be their partner, they stabbed in the back with 10 swords. You're coming up out of that. You're coming up out of that. When the tears are finished, that's when they have to worry. When you're done crying, that's when they have to worry. And you'll be ready. You'll be ready for a brand new day. Not with them. Only with loyal people. Only with people that know how to be loyal. This is me. Okay? I only want a dog. I don't ever want another. Not another man. And I don't swing the other way. So I want a dog. Not interested in having another. Tires or testicles. Gonna give you a problem one way or another. If you are bound by obsessive thoughts, that's a you problem. You need to be able to walk through those swords. And you need to boss up and be the emperor, because this person is not the emperor of your life. You may have given them the power at one time because you held them on a pedestal. They are not on the pedestal now. You're the empress. And this is how they treated the empress, possibly the mother of their children. And now we have a match. They are not the emperor. Maybe you're going to meet an emperor. An emperor could be coming into your life. Not until you heal. Not until you heal. We can't be having you like this. And like this. And just starting to get over this. To be getting involved with this. Because an emperor is going to take two hands. Okay? That's a whole nother ball of wax. That's Big Daddy energy. And I'm not saying don't have an emperor in your life, especially if you are an empress. But going through this emotional turmoil right here, and someone that's supposed to be your Two of Cups and doing you the way they did you, that has to be put to bed first. You do not have good memories, good thoughts of this oath breaker. You don't. I think that when you think of things, maybe you're looking on Facebook memories and you see something, and then you go up and you look at the date and you think, oh, wow, look at that. 3 years ago, look how happy we looked. When really, he's fake. He's wearing a mask because he was cheating. It shits. It shits. I know it shits. This is not a great reading. I mean, it is, but it isn't. So, journaling does help with depression. It does. This is trauma. This is trauma. If you would go to therapy, you would need a therapist that can help with trauma. Talk therapy is not always good therapy for trauma. Meds, I'm not real big on meds. That's an individual choice. I like to have my wits about me. As much as I would like to just stay in my bed and not think about anything, and being depressed, that's something too. But if you would need a therapist, then a trauma experienced therapist is what you need. And possibly, and I didn't see it, but I'm not going to say it's not there, because I'm not pulling it, because the energy really shits. A therapist that is experienced in narcissism. A lot of them are not. If you don't know a lot, I mean, that word gets tossed around so much, and people always say, oh, this is a narcissist, and that's a narcissist, and he was acting like a narcissist, and she is. Not always. Sometimes people are just fucking assholes. But you can go onto YouTube, and there are some excellent people on YouTube that are out there educating people on narcissism. And you can see if that fits your situation, and advice on what to do. Actually clinical, PhDs that are actually out there telling you on if what you've dealt with was narcissistic, somebody that has NPD. Maybe not. Maybe really you were just dealing with a selfish son of a bitch. But sometimes talk therapy is not what you need. If someone asks you, would you be willing to go to marital counseling? And this person wants to do marital counseling. And if you think that's viable and you want to save your marriage, especially if you're living in a 50-50 state and you don't want to have to split your shit that you've worked your entire life for. And that sounds really callous and cold. No, we want to be together because we love each other. Well, yeah, that's all right. But when you are on the opposite end of 50, and looking at retirement, and now you got to go and split half of your 401k that you've been putting in for the past 30 years. Love is love, and what am I going to live on when all I have is my little tiny pennies of Social Security? Love is love, and then reality is reality. So whatever I was saying, marital therapy. If they're willing to do marital therapy, make sure that your marital therapist, if it's a narcissist you are dealing with, not all marital therapists have experience dealing with narcissists. Sometimes the narcissist can go in and charm your therapist, and then you're worse off than you were before. Sometimes your marital therapist doesn't have, trauma experience. These are things that you need to ask and you need to look for. And it's hard, especially when you have been traumatized and going through this. Because who wants to do any of this? You just want to go and lay in your bed and cry with dry eyes, or feel like you're going to scream. I get it. Understood. But hopefully, you'll have someone to talk to. And not always family or friends. Because they're going to bounce everything you're feeling right back to you so you feel justified. Especially if they're good friends and loving family. They're going to agree with everything that you say. So that's enough preaching from me. And I'm sorry that you're going through this. But you need to look out for yourself. Pisces, this is your reading. I have a Pisces moon, so I'm talking to myself just like I'm talking to everybody else. You need to look out for yourself. If it resonated, give me a thumbs up. If it didn't resonate, that's okay too. You can negate the reading, come back and see me next week.